Pitch Talks special feature.
So the dust has settled a little. Sunday, 1st of November 2020, Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. How big a result is that in terms of Arsenal's progress under Arteta? How big a result do you think that is, guys?
In the grand scheme of things, in the overall picture, massive. In terms of getting a big win against the top six side, or so-called top six side, is amazing. But what I will say is that it's not against the side that are in great form at the moment. So again, it's not like it was against Liverpool. It's not like it was against Manchester City. So the true test, in my opinion, will be against a team like Chelsea or Leicester, who finished in the top six last year. We lost to Leicester last week. We've lost to Liverpool. We've lost to Man City this season, and it's me being more sceptical. But in the grand scheme of things, now we can say, you know what, we can actually win against one of the top six. It's just a case of doing it against a few more and taking the loss where it needs to be taken.
Yeah, it's quite an important win for the boys today. I think I thought we played really, really well. We were on the front foot for the majority of the game. Great shape about us. I thought we defended absolutely immensely today. Controlled the game, kept the ball well, created some good openings in the first half. Didn't let United out. When we pressed really high, and United couldn't break the first press. But I don't think it was really about the way United set up. I think we went there with a bit of purpose today. Didn't go there to sort of sit in and let them dictate and hit them on the counter attack. We took the game to them and we won there, which was really, really good. Some really good performances in there. Gabriel at the back. I mean, he's been an excellent signing. It was like seeing Sol Campbell in his prime back there. Absolutely brilliant. He's quick, strong in the air, aggressive. He's all the things you want in a centre half. Absolutely brilliant. You know what I mean? If we can get the right partners for him, we've got it's all it's a good basis for a very good defence. So I'm really, really happy with Gabriel. Absolutely outstanding. But equally, Thomas Partey today. He was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant, Thomas Partey. Do you know what I mean? He was up and down the pitch. He broke things up. He intercepted. He dictated the play. He was absolutely brilliant, Thomas. But also, Mohamed El Nene. I've called him Mr. Sideways, but he was absolutely brilliant today in every way, shape, or form. Today, he defended. He did everything. It was an amazing performance. Those three were absolutely. All three of them could have won man of the match. They were that good. Absolutely immense, the three of them. In terms of the implications, I think the great thing about this sort of victory is that obviously it's our first win against a top six rival in short of 6 years. Our first win at Old Trafford in 14. So we've got that monkey off our back. But I think, again, we need to get another one. So we've got our next away game against a big rival is Spurs. So we need to win at Spurs. And if we can do that, and then we don't play Chelsea until the end of the season. And so it's about consistently getting results now against the top six and building. There's a good basis at Arsenal. We've got the best defence in the Premier League now, as it currently stands, particularly if you go by the goals we've conceded. But when you look at our performances, we're defending much better as a team. But I think in doing so, it's taken a lot away from the way that we attack. So we still need to, particularly when we're at home, playing against teams who are going to sit deep, we certainly need to find solutions to create a lot more opportunities to get more goals. And once we do that, we've got a good basis for a good team here. Do you know what I mean? So onwards and upwards. Great 3 points today. It's great beating Manchester United. We're unbeaten in 5 against them now, incidentally. But Europa League in the week. Then we got Aston Villa at the Emirates next Sunday night. And then it's Leeds after the international break. So yeah, if we can just keep the consistency going, we're not too far off our target, the top 4. We're a point behind it, and I think 1 or 2 points behind it. And I think we're not even too far off top spot. But realistically, the target is to try and get in that top 4 in whichever way that we can. But again, consistency is the key. Let's try and improve our away record. Keep defending as we are, try and create some chances and try and win some games, and we see where we end up. At this point, it's been a reasonably good start. I'm disappointed with the defeat to Leicester last week because we were a bit unfortunate, but I always looked at the opening 7 games of the season. I looked at it that 3 of our first away games are Liverpool away, City away, and United away. We shouldn't have lost to City. We took Liverpool to all the way. You know what I mean? I think if Van Dijk was injured when we played them, we might have got a result in that game. But it's a lot of positive signs. Just take it game by game, and we'll see what happens. Do you know what I mean? So I'll enjoy tonight, and we'll see what happens in the next game.
Yeah, this result is a big result for Arsenal. It's a big result for me personally. Going into Monday, gonna feel stoked, excited. It's good for the mental health as well, especially knowing that we're gonna go down into a lockdown. It's just a good result to move into the lockdown with. But in terms of the significance for Arsenal, I've as the lads have said, it's big. Beating one of the top 6 teams, that is a big feat. But in terms of the overall picture, it's just another game basically, and it's a game that we know we could win. And by today's performance, if we had lost it, we know we should have won. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not one to really get excited about. It's not like we've beaten an elite team so far this season. Like, we haven't beaten Manchester City and we haven't beaten Liverpool. We've lost to them both. We need to to get into this top 4 positioning. We need to be beating the teams around us. So that's why beating Man United is potentially a good result. But my main concern anyway is not these games. My main concern is going to be like the smaller games that we tend to drop points, whether we lose or draw. And Villa's going to be the good test, because obviously we're going to go into this Europa League match. The team's going to get rotated heavily, I would assume. So we could see like probably 7 players, dropped, and the 7 of our fringe players coming into the team. But then going into the Villa match, the pressure's going to be on again, because we're going to have our full squad. Villa's just come off a back of a bad loss, 4-3 to Southampton, and they lost 3-0 the week before. So yeah, to me, that's going to be the test. Winning those matches, those smaller games where we know it's tricky. This game, I don't know how to take it, man. It's just like it's one of those games where it's it's a big victory, but right now in where we are in the season, it doesn't really mean anything, if that makes any sense. Like, obviously we got the 3 points, but it doesn't really translate to how we're actually doing this season. And yeah, I guess we won't see until we're like halfway there, or 15 games in, where we truly see where this Arsenal's at. But yeah, just to end it there, I'll take that victory. On to the next one.
Pitch Talks special feature.